Dr. John Demartini, an expert in human behavior, first came to my attention many years ago when he was featured in Rhonda Byrne's 2006 film, The Secret. Amongst the many presenters that were on that film, I remember paying closer attention to him specifically because he had a rather logical way of explaining such a mystical topic to me at the time, which was manifesting. For the sake of nostalgia, I recently rewatched The Secret. Dr. John Demartini intrigued me once again, but this time I decided to actually look a little bit deeper into him, where I was able to discover his secret. For over 50 years, he has been using a 13-step formula for manifesting his success, and I'm going to break it down for you for the remainder of this video. Step 1 is to define your purpose or your mission, your telos. Each of us has a unique set of values that shape our priorities in life. The things that matter most to you, essentially, your core values, are the foundation of your purpose or your mission or your telos. My brother has an amazing life coach that calls this step your God. Basically, he'll say, find your God. Your highest value is what drives you, what you feel naturally drawn to, and what you find most fulfilling. You don't need external motivation to do it. This would be your highest value. Your purpose is a reflection of what you value most and what truly fulfills you. When you align with your highest value or with your telos, you'll find yourself excelling and achieving at a higher level. Dr. Demartini says, when you find the thing that you're spontaneously inspired to do, that you don't need any outside motivation to do, that is the area you're going to excel in the most. It's very crucial to identify what's really, really most important to you, what your life really demonstrates, not what you think it should be. If you need motivation from the outside to do what you say is really important to you, that's not what's important to you. So a good indicator that something is truly important to you is that you do not need external motivation to pursue it. If you find yourself forgetting to visualize your desire, or you find yourself unwilling to actually pursue inspired actions regarding your desire, then perhaps this specific desire just is not that important to you at this moment, and that could be a factor in why it's taking so long for it to come about. In summation of step 1, the first step to manifestation is identifying your true purpose, meaning the thing that brings fulfillment to your life already as it is. The question you should be asking is, what do I value? Dr. Demartini goes on to explain that a core value could be anything from physical fitness and health to raising a family or building wealth, contribution to society. More examples could potentially be personal growth, beauty and aestheticism, learning and teaching, feeding imaginations through literature and or art. Step 2 is thought. Basically, keep your thoughts focused on your desire. He explains that once you've identified your highest value, purpose, or telos, it will naturally dominate your thoughts. You will not be able to forget about it because it is deeply embedded within your mind. Your dominant thoughts shape your reality. What you constantly think about is what you take action on and prioritize. Our dominant thought is an expression of what we value most. He shares an example of people browsing a mall. If one's highest value or telos is physical fitness and health, then they will naturally notice items related to physical fitness and health. If another person's highest value is raising a family, then they will naturally notice items and stores that are related towards parenting, home, and relationships. Your purpose, which is an expression of what your highest value is, your telos, it will automatically determine what you think about. And if those are congruent and you know what your highest value is and you dominate your thought on it, you're increasing the probability of having it. Step 3 is to visualize, and to be more specific, visualize it clearly. When you have a goal aligned with your highest values, you will naturally start seeing it in your mind. I wonder if this is why many people find it difficult to visualize their desires. Maybe it's because it's not your desire to visualize. A personal example, I find it very difficult to visualize being a pop star, but it's rather fun and entertaining to daydream about being an independent recording artist. Having supreme control over my art fuels me. Independence and control are two of my highest values. Doc explains that your brain is already wired to help you visualize and strategize. The executive center of your brain is linked to your visual centers, which means when you focus on your purpose, your brain automatically helps you map out the steps to achieve it. He says that it will begin to feel destined and you will just automatically know what to do or not to do. The more vividly you can see your desire in your mind, the more likely it is to come about into your physical reality. Step 4 is to articulate. He also calls this step affirmation, and he goes on to clarify that he means to affirm it with clarity. And he also explains that articulation or affirmation just means to make firm in one's mind. The thing that's going to be firm in your mind is the thing you're truly committed to, the thing that actually wakes up the frontal cortex, the executive center. And you can see it in your mind's eye. That's what you're certain about. Certainty does not come from the lower amygdala area. It does not come from lower values. You can never have certainty from an area of lower values. Once you have a clear vision of your purpose, affirm it. And again, this just means to make it clear in your own mind. What I find he really conveys quite well here within this step is that once you are clear about what it is that you truly want, you should be able to articulate it fluently. A clear vision should be so detailed and specific that others can see it if and when you ever choose to describe it to them. When you script it out, you can see all the nooks and crannies of this idyllic reality. If you struggle to articulate your purpose, it may just not be fully clear to you yet. And if this is the case, it could potentially be an indicator that perhaps being a homeowner right now is not your highest value at this point in life. Maybe what you really want is to be a travel blogger, and owning a home right now may impede upon this manifestation that you really want, which is why being a homeowner is not coming by so efficiently. Manifesting is actually quite effortless and fast when you are pursuing what really sets your heart on fire. That's your fuel. In summation, a sign that your vision is pure and authentic is that you can express it clearly and confidently to yourself and to others. I always quote this Abraham Hicks quote because it's perfect. That's why I quote it. Your vibration does not have to be strong. It just has to be pure. And pure meaning there's no contradiction. Every single part of your being is in alignment and in agreement, which is a better word. Every single part of your being is in agreement with this desire, the thing that you've chosen to pursue. All parts of you agree. No reservations whatsoever. Purity. Step 5 is to experience something that he calls transcendental feelings. When you're aligned with your highest values, you don't just experience fleeting feelings such as happiness or sadness. You feel deeper emotions like gratitude, grace, love, presence, certainty. These sorts of transcendental feelings are clear indicators that you are living authentically and are on the fast track to your success. Dr. Demartini basically says that Your identity revolves around what your highest value is. You absorb, retain, and apply information according to what you value the most. If we feel these transcendental feelings, it's a sign we're in congruence, we're in fluency with our highest value and subsequent manifestations. And these feelings are clear signs that you are on the right path. Steps 6, 7, and 8 are kind of a combination of each other. Basically, it stands for write it down in space and time. When you're truly inspired by your desire, the one that you want to manifest, you will want to capture your thoughts by writing it down in space and time. He says that writing helps you strategize and plan, which is something that he encourages us to do. He encourages us to actually work with the universe to participate in the fulfillment of what it is that we want. He says that we should determine when we want our desire by, why we want it, where we want to manifest it, how we'd like to receive it. All those sorts of things get really super clear about it. If you find it very challenging and you're struggling to even think about what you think you want, or to even feel good about what you think will make you feel good, then obviously this may not be the desire that you really want at this point in time, hun. That's just a pill all of us, I guess, have to swallow at some point. If it's really important to you, you'll be working on it, he says. You don't need motivation. You'll be inspired from within, intrinsically from within, to just take action. This is that inspired action that all the best have always encouraged us to do and to execute and to take. Explaining this step a little bit deeper, Dr. John Demartini also encourages us to track our progress. He says that this is actually essential. Basically, just write down or at least keep a mental note of all of your manifestations, all of the opportunities, coincidences, and things that you have manifested and have attracted into your life in general and relative to your current goal. Steps 9, 10, and 11. Take action with energy on matter. I guess a more concise way of saying this would be to utilize your resources. Once you've defined your vision and you've written it down, you will naturally feel energized to take action. The actions that you do take from this state will be fueled by your energy, meaning you will have a sufficient amount of energy to engage in these habits and behaviors and actions. They will feel amazing. You'll want to do them. You won't even question whether or not you should be doing it because it will be fun. It will not feel like effort. I can personally vouch for this, as I'm sure anybody who's conscious can as well. It feels effortless to act on your highest priorities. But when you force yourself to do things that you don't truly value, you experience procrastination and distraction, dread, and doubt, he explains. So the moment you clarify what you really want now and it's inspiring to you, you will naturally want to take action and it'll feel good. You'll begin to notice the resources already all around you. You'll see opportunities and you'll take the resources in front of you that you couldn't see when you were living out of alignment with your highest values. So it all comes back to authenticity and honesty about who you are, what it is that you really value, and then living from that compass. Step 12 is deserve it. Whenever you're living by your highest values, your self-worth is at its highest. And when your self-worth is at its highest, you feel that you deserve. In other words, when your self-worth is high from living congruently with your highest values, you are most likely to feel that you deserve to manifest what you would love to achieve in your life. In summation, the more aligned you are with your values to the point of taking action and enjoying the actions you are taking, the more deserving you feel of success. Doubt is a really unattractive frequency, and this formula eliminates that doubt. When you are joyously, naturally acting upon your ideas, you begin to feel as though your manifestation is only logical. The having of what you want begins to feel rational and certain to you. It's just human behavior, hun. And the whole secret of manifesting or achieving whatever it is that you want in life, even by the standards of Neville Goddard, comes down to finding ways to put yourself in a state of being where the manifestation of your big dream feels reasonable, feels certain, feels logical. Logical is a wonderful word. Gratitude amplifies your ability to manifest. When you appreciate what you already have, which is a lot, you attract more. Writing down what you are grateful for every day strengthens your mindset and helps to keep you focused on the things that you actually do desire, the things that you do like. Gratitude is the final step in his manifestation process. He says that it seals your manifestation process. It costs you absolutely nothing to be grateful, so I'm not going to over explain this step in an attempt to sell you on gratitude. Just be good and be a grateful person. Dr. Demartini has shared this 13-step manifestation formula, a formula he began practicing and refining since the tender age of 17. I think the key here is to choose goals that genuinely inspire you, something you're willing to pursue relentlessly, something you're committed to, something you believe in, something that feels real to you on every level of your being. Not just choosing goals that you think you're supposed to want because your mother or social media told you so. Your success is a direct result of you living by your highest value, your telos, your purpose, your mission, your north node, and being grateful throughout the journey, which will be effortless to do when you are living by your highest value and pursuing goals that actually, truly mean something deeper to you. For me, the difference is very evident when I think of these two different scenarios. Me driving to work every morning versus me taking a joyride to a destination I've always wanted to visit. It's still me in my car, but I actually wanted to take that joyride, so every step along the way thrills me. I guess, in closing, just be sure to pursue goals that are actual desires. That is, of course, if you want effortless manifestation. Ensure that you aim to create a life that is both meaningful and fulfillment. And if you are constantly in a state of meaning and fulfillment, then that is the frequency that you are emitting. That is what you will be attracting back to you. And with that being said, thank you for watching this video. I truly do hope you enjoyed it. If you did, I trust you'll give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to this channel for more content just like this one. So, how did you like today's video, and what video would you like to see next? You let me know in the comment section down below. I cannot wait to see you in the next video. Toodles.